Hey everyone, Kevin with SSEV Technologies again, talking about our hybrid axle assembly. So this is a follow-up to the first release video we had done showing our patent pending design where we've incorporated an electric motor directly into the differential, that can be utilized really in any vehicle using, a solid axle configuration. The idea behind this, right, is essentially get all the benefits of an electric motor while still keeping your original gas diesel engine in your vehicle, right? So it makes the transition a lot easier and a lot more um, usable, essentially, for everyday use, right? Yes, you can take an old vehicle, convert it to full electric, right? But then you have the same challenges as any other electric vehicle on the road, right? You have to worry about the range anxiety. There's a lot of cost and complexity of ripping out the original engine, transmission, putting the all new drivetrain in. Um, so this essentially lets you get some of the benefits that you may see with a hybrid vehicle without having to go full all electric, right? We talk about the hybrid vehicle benefits. So having the electric motor here directly in front of the differential, you get all the gear advantage that you still have through your drivetrain. So right, your differential is going to have somewhere 2, 3, 4 to 1 type gear ratio, right? So whatever torque you're applying here right in front, it's going to get multiplied and goes directly to directly to your wheels. You still have your drive shaft coming from your original engine and transmission, so all your controls there essentially is going to be exactly like you would have you been used to it for years, right? The big thing is the electric motor. You provide torque directly from 0 RPM. So right off the line, you're gonna help your acceleration. You're gonna reduce the load on your gas or diesel engine, essentially improving your fuel efficiency in the process, right? And this is something we see this every day, whether we recognize it or not. We talk about Priuses, we see those on the road, but even 24 hours of Daytona, their top tier, top class vehicles are all hybrid now. They're all electric assist type vehicles essentially, and you can see that when they come out of the pits, right? The way that those vehicles launch is just phenomenal. So this essentially would provide that same type of benefit for your vehicle every day driving. In addition to that, having the electric motor in your drivetrain, you get the regen cycle, right? So essentially, this motor provides a braking efficiency, braking assist to your vehicle while you're driving around town. So it'll actually reduce the wear and tear on your brakes. At the same time, it's going to recharge your batteries that are in the vehicle to power this. Just essentially improve your overall fuel efficiency again, right? That you experience, which is why you see Toyota Priuses out there in the world, right? Those are not plug-in type hybrids for the most part. A lot of those are just simply regen from your driving every day. They regen through the braking system, and then essentially power up the batteries. All right, so we talk about the benefits this brings, right? Um, the idea, the genesis of this essentially was where we were thinking, if you have your old vehicle, you love the way it drives, you love the experience you have right with your gas or diesel engine. Some people just love the way that the sound, it feels, all those aspects, right? Essentially, that's what you remember growing up, or it's just what you've always enjoyed. But how can you get benefits of improving efficiency and performance all at the same time? And that's where this idea came about of a hybrid axle assembly. This essentially brings in the same type of benefit you might get from a supercharger or turbocharger. But the big difference is while it also gives you great performance improvements, again, right at 0 RPM, where even a supercharger or turbocharger couldn't help you, you get that extra torque. At the same time, you take that same vehicle, and now all of a sudden it becomes an economical increase as well, right? You're able to take your your old pickup truck with an old V8, right? A lot of times those didn't come with super great horsepower, right? Um, you're automatically able to tow better, get off the line better, while at the same time increasing your gas mileage in everyday driving situations. You get a little more braking feel with the regen cycle. All those improvements you'll get in your vehicle by just essentially having to incorporate this assembly, this new design into the rear axle. And our idea is we're starting with this one, right? We're gonna work to incorporate this into more designs, more axle assemblies. So this may be we start out rear wheel drive, right? This is something that can be done with 4 wheel drive type vehicles, right? Axles front and rear. You as we work towards optimizing the motor solution with our partners that we're hoping to find there, getting the right torque and power essentially that we would want to get out of the motor going into this, right? We could optimize where you may have a hybrid axle. We may one day have essentially an all electric axle, even, right? For certain types of situations, you get those benefits. It's all a matter of where the design takes us, and what we're able to achieve. Um, so now let's jump over, and we're going to actually drop this into a full axle assembly and show you kind of how it actually looks, at least from a prototype perspective, into the axle that we have, and give you a little more visual feel of taking a differential and how it actually goes into an axle. All right, so now we actually have taken the differential and got it fully assembled into our axle, so we can kind of show, right, this essentially is what would be the same configuration that you have in your vehicle today. The only difference is now you have your electric motor, and you'll have your power wire controls going to that motor, right? They run up to your chassis, up to your control system, up to your battery system to provide power. But everything else is the same, right? Your axle still has the same factory brakes, brake lines and everything else going to it. Still have your drive shaft input, right? Just as you had from the original design. You just have this helper motor that's in there, right, for providing you power, providing you efficiency for while you're using it. So, thanks for joining us, checking out our hybrid axle here. If you're interested in what we're doing here, please follow, please like, provide some comments if you have them. At the same time, right, if you have interest, if you're in this field, feel free to reach out to us. Right, we're looking for partners of how we can get improve our motor design, uh, you know, batteries, controls, all those things, right? And essentially, how do we incorporate this into a full vehicle, in the near future as we continue to move forward, progress this towards a reality for the market. So, thank you.